Hi, and welcome to video number 2 in the Twitter Reality series. This is a nice short video on the power of your Twitter account. Again, I'm not going to go into every step-by-step detail of how to set your account up. I just want you to do that stuff yourself. You're going to have to do it anyway. It's very simple. There are just a few things you want to bear in mind when you do it. Obviously, the first one is your username, your account name. If you're creating the account for your business, then maybe that'll need to reflect your business name or your branding. If you're just a person using Twitter just to meet new people, find people interested in the same things as you, then probably using your name is the best thing, so that you can just be authentic. However, if you're a work-at-home internet marketer and you're into several niches, and you want several accounts that reflect those niches, then you probably want to just align those account names with the topical keyword or phrase that suits the niche that you're operating in for that account. Whatever it is, just give your name some thought before you do it, so you won't end up having to go back and make another one later. As far as your profile itself, there are a few elements to it. One is the background image. Now, by default, Twitter has some background images that you can choose, but it's much better to personalize that background. There are plenty of sites, I'll give you some links later, that you can get people to do this for you, or you can just get pre-published backgrounds with different types of images on. What most people tend to opt for is some sort of background that includes a bit more information about them, maybe their main websites, their accounts on other social sites, something where when someone comes to check you out, they've got more than just what Twitter gives them to go on. So I tend to change mine, but I have pictures of myself and me out meeting other people on my travels. Right now I've got just a funky design with a bit of information about me and what I'm all about. So use that background option to personalize yourself that bit more. The one thing to bear in mind though is that people will be looking at this on different resolution of screens and different browsers, so it might look okay to you at one resolution, but someone else might be viewing it in a different one. So have a play around with a few resolutions and just sort of get an idea for what elements of your picture will work best at different resolutions. Your biography, that's the next most important thing. Quite a lot of people don't really put much thought into their biography, and it just says I like to travel, or I want to make money, or just some quick one-liner. It's worth actually putting some personality into your biography so that there's something there for people to get hold of when they go and check you out, something that tells them what to expect from following you. Also, again, if it's for business, it might want to include your branding, and if you're an internet marketer, then maybe it'll want to include your keywords. I personally I'm into life coaching and business and marketing coaching, and also I'm into NLP and psychology and music. I'm a musician, so I do have several accounts, but my main one, my personal one, sort of encapsulates all of those things as well. And then you've got your picture. You can have a profile picture with your account as well as the background image. So again, don't leave that blank. If you leave it blank, people will just think, well, you're not being serious on Twitter, and they'll tend to ignore you or not follow you. I know that's a strange thing to say, just based on not having an image, but it's what I've found to be true. So if you can, put a picture of yourself. And then when you're done with all that, get across to some of the directories. TwitDIR is one, and register yourself on there so that people can find you when they're looking. So here's a picture of my screen, my homepage. my Twitter account, and as you can see, there's the bit that Twitter gives you and then my background as well. So my background image has another picture of me, says who I am, there's a link to my blog there, and my social my social website names all Andy Henry. I'm boring like that, I use the same name. And then in my bio, again, there's another link to my blog, and it says there, follow me and expect really funny humour, marketing insights, Twitter tips, coaching thoughts and life lessons. So you get a pretty good feel there for what you're going to get from me. And actually, Twitter's showing you there my last few posts, and the most recent one, can you think of a funny alternative film title? And then I offered up a suggestion, Charlie and the Chocolate Factory 2, When Children Meet E-Numbers. So things like that tend to get people responding. The second one was me retweeting a friend John Taylor's tweet, because he was reading a book recommended by Marlon Sanders, and that's a really good book, and after John tweeted it I looked it up and ordered it on Amazon. And then the next tweet down is me tweeting out again, just tweeting what my most thoughtful tweet of the week had been. I came up with something earlier in the week when I was thinking about problems and how we put problems into our own path, and we tend to focus on our problems even if we know that we're supposed to focus on what we want and what our goals are. Little things that come up in our life that we would class as problems, we tend to focus on an abstractly large amount of the time. So I've developed a bit of a practice each day of ridding myself of those thoughts, so that my thoughts and my vision are clear and focused on the things that are positive in my life. And so I sort of summarized that problems are obstacles put in place by your lower self to distract you from your higher path. It was a way that I'd summarized what I'd been thinking. A few people retweeted it when I posted it during the week, but I reposted it in my sort of weekly sum up, which was on Friday, I think. So you can see there are 3 different types of tweet there. So from those and my bio and my background, it's pretty easy to get a feel for what I'm all about, really. So I encourage you to do a similar sort of thing. Think about your background, use an image, and think about your bio as well. And then the last slide here for this video is just so that you've got somewhere concrete to go, twitdir.com. If you go across there, you can add yourself to that directory, and you can find other people. You can search their usernames, you can search for people in your local town. So it's a really good place when you get started to go across, find a few people, and get yourself on there as well. Okay, so that's really it as far as your Twitter account's concerned for now. Okay, so that's the end of this video, and I'll see you on the next video.